Hello everyone, my name is Apple Guy, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Super Mario 64. Or should I say, Let's Play Super Mario 64. I had a commenter named Lemon Lightning suggest that a handful of videos ago, would be to call it a Let's Play Super Mario 64, and I figured I'd include it in an intro. Maybe it'll stick, maybe it won't. I had fun saying it. In the previous video of Let's Play Super Mario 64, we finished off the Bob-omb Battlefield area of the game. We got our 100 coin star and every star remaining thanks to the wing cap upgrade we received. In today's video, we're going to be entering a brand new area of the game behind this 3-star door right here on the right-hand side of the castle. So let's go ahead and pull out our power stars and have the door react. Reacting to the star power, the door slowly opens. And this will allow us to go to a brand new area. We have never been here before, and there's some fish here on the walls and a picture of a sunken ship. We'll head there in just a moment, but there's something I want to mention over here, which is a small hole in the wall that gives us... Wait, I gotta get up there first. It gives us a 1-up item, which we will very much so accept if it will... Where did the 1-up go? It certainly didn't go into my inventory. That's weird. You can get a 1-up there. If we go over here, you might think you could get a second 1-up, or a 1-up if you didn't get the first one, but no, this is a castle secret star. There are several areas in the castle where we can basically just get teleported, and it will allow us to collect extra bonus stars, and this is one of them, this aquarium area. And I don't know how this fits into the whole architecture of the castle. I don't think that there's a random box in the sky with water in it, but yeah, there is. And speaking of water, while we're collecting these 8 red coins, we'll be swimming. This is the first time we will be experiencing the swimming mechanics of Super Mario 64, so I shall take some time to explain how it works. You can see the power meter becomes an oxygen meter. It will decrease slowly over time, and there are 2 ways to refill it. You can either collect a coin, like I'm about to do right here, or you can resurface. Actually, there's a 3rd way as well. There are some places that spawn little oxygen bubbles. You can grab those as well. If you don't press any buttons, you will just be right here. If you point up and press A, you will swim up. And if you just press A while holding forward, you will swim down. And if you just tap A without pressing anything, or while pressing left and right, anything but up and down, then you'll just swim forward. It's very, very simple. And swimming is going to become a very integral part of the game in the next world, so I figured we should take some time to explain it now. And before we collect our power star, which we got for collecting the 8 red coins, I want to tell a brief little story, which is when I was playing this game when I was very young. I was probably like 7 or 8. For some reason, we had some family friends over, as well as my cousins. I don't really see my cousins very often. And I don't entertain people at the house very often. But my mom, yeah, I think my dad was at work, and my mom had, like, family friends over, and my cousins as well. I don't remember the occasion, but I was doing this very level, and I was having a very hard time with it. I kept drowning. And my cousin at the time, she was probably like 4, she said, she came in, she's like, oh, try again. That's my motto. And then one of the family friends that was over said, hey, you know, that girl who had the motto, she looked she looked a lot like you. I was like, oh yeah, it's my cousin. Really inconsequential story. I just entered this room and I thought of it, so I had to share it. It doesn't mean much. But we got one of the castle's secret stars because of that. That was, of course, star number 16. And now we are free to enter the lovely world of this sunken ship. What could it be called? Who knows? I know, actually. It's called Jolly Roger Bay, and it is course number 3. We can jump to star number 1, Plunder, in the sunken ship. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to be the first to welcome you to the lovely sounds of Jolly Roger Bay. This is probably my favorite theme of the whole game. It's sort of like the general water area theme, and in fact, I might have even played when I was doing that story in the bonus level. But let's listen to it while I read this sign that gives some swimming instructions that I've already covered. Attention, read before diving in. If you stay under the water for too long, you'll run out of oxygen. Return to the surface for air or find an air bubble or coins to breathe while underwater. Press B to swim. Hold B to swim slow and steady. Tap B with smooth timing to gain speed. Tilt the L stick forward and press B to dive. Hold the L stick back and press B to return to the surface. Hold the L stick back and press B while on the surface near the edge of the water to jump out. Those directions were not translated ever. Not translated. but they're in N64 terms, so it says like B, you can press B or A on the Switch version. So I'm staying underwater for a little bit to let my oxygen meter go away. Let's let go another pie slice. And then I will resurface just to tell you guys, or to show you guys how you can completely regain your power meter without ever needing to collect coins or the air bubbles that was mentioned before. So this is the sunken ship, and this guy right here, his name is Unagi the eel, and that's funny because Unagi is the Japanese word for eel, and we actually need to bait Unagi out of his cage. Come on, Unagi. Come on. Maybe take the bait. See, he's hiding the star. We might actually lose here. Please give me a coin. Thank you. We'll be fine. Let's resurface temporarily. Okay, let's go ahead and sink once again and see if we can get Unagi to come out of his cage. He's always a little shy. Did we do it? We did. Getting bit by Unagi is enough to get him to come out. Alright, we can enter his little area and get into the interior here of the pirate ship. And now I don't actually understand why this next part of the game exists, but we need to touch these chests in a certain order. That's an oxygen bubble, by the way, in order to get the water inside the ship to drain. If you touch the wrong one, which I don't want to do right now, but if you do, it shocks you, and you might have to restart the process of opening the chests. But yeah, pressing the chests in that very specific order will cause the water inside the ship to drain. I don't know why, but if we swim to the top here, we can collect our star. It's a very interesting level. I'm not quite sure why some of the stuff does what it does, but there we are. That's how you win the first stage of Jolly Roger Bay. A very confusing area of the game because of the water mechanics, but it is definitely a fun one to be in. We can return to Jolly Roger Bay for star number 2. Can the eel come out to play? Well, judging by how he was out to play earlier, when I baited him to leaving his home, I'm gonna say yeah, he can come out to play. You will notice that there is no longer the layer of fog over the water, and that the previously sunken ship has now resurfaced, because we drained the water out of it. Okay, I apologize for that cut there. My Pro Controller ran out of batteries, so I'm now playing on dual Joy-Cons, which is one of my least favorite ways to play Nintendo Switch. But I should have charged my controller in advance, so I'll take the blame on that one. I just didn't want the pop-up to be in the video. Anyway, if we submerge to where the sunken ship once was, you will notice that there is a star, which is important, but arguably of more importance, Unagi has taken up residence inside a local cave. And like the level's title suggests, we will ask Unagi to come out and play, and he'll begin to swim around. Now that is very lovely, but more important than Unagi swimming around is the star attached to his tail, which we will tap and free from him, and then we will very quickly claim said star before we drown. Perfect. We can get our second star from Jolly Roger Bay, which is course 3. What happened to... Oh, course... It says course 3 because this is the third stage of the game. I was like, did I skip a course? No, I didn't, because course 3, or level 3, is Treasure of the Ocean Cave, which is actually probably one of the easiest levels we will do. It just takes some precision diving. And, you know, we're not scared of precision diving here. We're actually fairly good at it. And I think this is going to be the final episode, the final level we do in this episode. Just because, truth be told, I've recorded this episode in a handful of segments, and I'm not quite sure how long it is. It's probably not long at all. I think we're probably going to be on the shorter teen sides of levels. So that won't be a problem. Let's go ahead and collect a majority of these to get the 1-up to spawn. Come on, 1-up. I didn't even get it. I don't know why I bother. Okay, swimming through this cavern will lead us to the ocean cave right here. Let's read this sign here. Thanks for falling, rock. Keep out. That means you. Arg. Anyone entering this cave without permission will meet certain disaster. That's because there are Goombas, and more importantly, there are these stalactite things. Actually, they'd be stalagmites because they are attached to the floor, not the ceiling. Are they attached to the floor, or they are attached to the floor? Yeah. So we can go ahead and just knock those down, doing some precision jumps to avoid those. Arg, ahoy matey, I have sunken treasure here, I do. But to pluck the plunder, you must open the chests in the right order. What order is that, ye say? I'll never tell. The cap'n. So this is another example of chests. If we open them in the wrong order, like I'm doing right here, we will get shocked. But the right order is fairly easy. We just have to do it. Well, that doesn't work. If you open one out of order, it will close the whole sequence. The order is the back one, followed by the left one. Please open. Followed by the right one. Right here. And finally, the last one. Right here. And in that order, we will get the star to spawn. And that'll be mission complete right there. We can claim our 19th star. And to complete the level. And just like that, we're back in action. Alright, I think I'm going to end off the episode here, ladies and gentlemen. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe. And tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me. And you guys my videos around. And I will catch you guys all back here next time for the next video. Until then, as always, take care.